girls do a bar mitzvah. Let them go up into the Torah. What's wrong with that? The society of today is infected by this choshech, by this darkness of the klipa of Yavan. That a lot of places, even in the United States and even in many other countries, practice your religion, but don't connect it to the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Do what you need to do. We're not going to interfere. But separate it from Hashem. This is the Ashkicham Toratecha, is to take the purity of the Torah and to make it impure. And this is, so to say, a disease in our generation, that a lot of places, a lot of countries, a lot of people will tell you, keep the Torah, but make the Torah impure. Make the Torah not connected to the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Forget about popular, make it impure. So the person who's going to officiate the chuppah, let it be a woman. What's wrong with that? Be liberal, it's totally fine. Keep the kedusha of the Torah, but make it impure. And all these little things that what says, Lashkicham Toratecha. Learn Torah. You know, the Israeli government, they learned, excuse me? Keep the rituals of the Torah, but make it impure. No. Exactly. Taking the ritual of the Torah, but making it impure. You know, I was invited to speak in a school somewhere, and I was shocked that the girls were in the minyan all wearing tefillin with the men. That's where I was in. Doesn't matter. I was invited to speak there. Excuse me? No, in America. And it's not so far away from this country, by the way. I mean, just see what the women of the Kotel, what they do. It's just to provoke. They're not, you know, the reality is if you look at these ladies, B'ezrat Hashem, they will do tshuva, and I constantly, first of all, half of them are not even Jewish. It's just to provoke an argument. And I guarantee to you that if you follow these ladies to their homes, neither one of them is keeping kosher in their home, or honoring the Shabbat, or doing family purity. Suddenly, once a month, they're very holy, and they go and read out of the Torah and they wear tefillin. I guarantee to you that 90% of the tefillin, if you open it, there's not even a klaf in there. It's just to provoke an argument, and to come and to take something holy and to make it impure. So this is what I'm talking about, and in many other ways. And you know, I know rabbis in the United States, I don't know if to call them rabbis, but they give restaurants a kosher certification, and the restaurant is completely not kosher. The restaurant is open on Shabbat, there's no mashgiach there, the non-Jew opens the fires, but it says in big letters, kasher. And I have a lecture online that it's called, Are Kosher Restaurants Real Kosher? Because I lived in America, and you want to count on the certification. In Israel it's a little bit different, but in America, I can't say in a percentage, but the majority of the restaurants in America are not really kosher. They have big stickers. To buy a sticker that says kosher costs $5, but they're not really kosher. And I always give the same example, that my in-laws, they live in Philadelphia, and every time that we went to visit my in-laws, you know, we couldn't eat in their home, so we went out to a restaurant, and one time my mother-in-law, she takes us to a restaurant, and I tell her, is it kosher? Of course it's kosher. And I come to the restaurant, big stickers, kasher, mehadrin, all the big stickers, and we walk into the restaurant, and you know, me being a curious Jew, so I tell the waiter, who's a Hispanic individual, I tell him, is this place kosher? Yeah, of course, we have a sticker. And I was like, is there a mashgiach here? He tells me, what? I told him, in the kitchen, a rabbi. He's like, go to the kitchen, I don't know what you're talking about. So I go to the kitchen, and all the cooks, of course, are non-Jewish cooks, and I tell one of them, is there a mashgiach here? They're like, what? I told him, a rabbi? He tells, no, the rabbi comes here once a year, once a month. Sometimes he comes here. I says, okay, so there's nobody in the kitchen. So he tells me no. So I tell the cook, who lights the fire, who opens the stove? He tells me, sometimes Jose, sometimes Miguel. Tells him, but no rabbi starts the fire. He Because we know. Told him, the owner of the restaurant? No, he comes in the afternoon. So I told him, when I want to order now an omelette, I'm not talking about a meat restaurant. I want to order scrambled eggs. When you break the egg, you check the egg to see if there's maybe some blood in there? No, who cares? Check. Do you check the lettuce to see if there's bugs in there? No. You run out of milk, what happens? No, I go across the street to the supermarket. So I told him, so what's kosher here? So he pulls out products from the shelf. See, it says OU. I told him, who cares if the product is kosher? But the kitchen is not kosher. And I tell him, when you open on Motzei Shabbat, no, we're not open on Shabbat. I told him, so what time are you open? No, we come 3 hours before to warm everything up and to start everything and to clean. So the bottom line was that the restaurant is not kosher. It had beautiful stickers, very fancy stickers, and some rabbi who, I don't know who actually, if he's really a rabbi or not, gives a certification to this place. So a very simple person walks in, sees big letter says kosher, sits down and eats. That's not a kosher restaurant. So a lot of the restaurants are like that in America. And half the restaurants in Manhattan that it says kosher and all the stamps, they're open on Shabbat. So they're kosher. The restaurant is not even kosher. So we're totally sidetracked from the topic, but the point